April again, and we all know what that means. Another school year is over for university students. This is a time where graduating students are feeling triple the pressure, wrapping up last-minute projects, stressing about spicing up their resumes and cover letters, and wondering if they will get lucky enough to get a job, especially during this recession, when the number of jobs is very limited. Imran, a fourth year in the criminal justice program, is one of those students feeling the pressure.
I'm graduating this year, finally. In the beginning, I was into the police force. I wanted to be this badass cop who shoots bad guys, and what you see in movies, unfortunately, sometimes isn't what you get in real life. I guess I'm gonna keep in the same sphere of work, so security, military, policing, but it's from a business sense.
The best way to know what steps graduating students should take is by talking to alumni and graduating students who already landed jobs.
My name is Arada Salimkhanov. I graduated in 2008 with honors in radio and television and a minor in English. The way I got in contact with Breakthrough Films and Television was very interesting. I think it was fate, as funny as it sounds. I was out walking on Bloor Street. I saw a film crew filming, so I went up to the director and I told her that I'm graduating in 2 weeks and I'd like a job. She laughed. She thought it was really funny. I didn't. I gave her my card. I took her card and then I harassed her until I got an email back. I harassed her for about a week. Then she wrote me back and she said, okay, come on in for an interview. I did, and then I had an internship for a week, after which they hired me. 2 years later, I'm a casting director and also art director. So those who really want to get through into the industry, they will get through. You just have to keep trying and keep harassing people, not literally, but figuratively speaking.
Hi, I'm Enin Halili. I'm in accounting at Ryerson. I expect to graduate this year in 2010. A lot of our graduates are highly desirable in business because of the financial crisis. So I am definitely guaranteed a job, and a lot of the business students will be guaranteed jobs as well.
My name is Victoria Valido, and I graduated from the Radio and Television Arts program at Ryerson University in 2009. I work at the CBC in the news department for the local news and the national. Right when I finished graduating, I actually went on a trip offered through Ryerson to Las Vegas, which was the NAB conference, which is the National Association of Broadcasters conference. And so I went out there to network and whatnot. I finished school in April and then got a job there as just backfill in June, and I've been there ever since.
Looking for a job can be scary, especially when you have been studying practically all your life. But you shouldn't get discouraged. There are steps to help you look for a job. 1. Network. You can do this by cold calling, emailing, and joining industry-related groups and associations. 2. Volunteer. 3. Develop a 15-second pitch. 4. Practice before you go to an interview, because the matter of the fact is, practice does make perfect. And lastly, take advantage of all the services your school has to offer. Imran and his best friend James did just that by checking out the career fair.
My name is Shashi Bhatt and I'm an employability support counselor at Career Center. And today we have a Grab a Grad career fair where the companies target the graduates who would be graduating soon. We have companies like Investors Group, Armed Forces, Intelligence Services, Winners, and other companies. Any opportunities for all the students, and especially when we are being positive about coming out of the recession.
Can you just tell me what kind of Festino is about?
What, Fastenal?
Yeah, Fastenal, Festino.
And what does Fastenal do? We're a distributor of industrial and construction supplies.
What are you guys looking for?
Today what we're looking for is business management students, marketing, sales, and support roles.
So if I hand in my resume right now, right, what would be the process if it gets accepted, and would I get a call?
We're taking resumes today, but the best way to get a hold or to learn more about the company is through our website. And you can also apply online, and then you can do an assessment on there. It's about 90 minutes, and then we set interviews from that.
That's interesting. So if I do have management experience, currently I work for the Department of National Defense, so the Canadian Forces. I'm an officer.
Okay.
So I have a little over 2 years full-time experience.
Sure.
Team management, team skills, grabbing projects that needed reviving.
You probably want to look right into a business management, grab a hold of one of our stores, and become the leader of the team.
I'll give you my resume. I'll give you a call. I'll apply online, maybe, right?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Jason.
Nice meeting you.
You too.
Thanks for coming by.
My name is James Miles. I'm in politics and governance. I'm lined up outside of the Peel Regional Police booth, waiting to ask her some questions. Generally, how many people do you guys hire each year?
We're sending 48 to this next class that's coming up, and we'll probably send similar numbers to each of the 4 OPC classes that start every year. Yeah, we're probably hiring more than any other service right now.
What's the usual education level of the people that apply?
You know what? All different. The more education you have, the more competitive you are, obviously. But education is just one component that they look at, of course.
What's the pay range?
I'm not an officer, so I can't speak really specifically, but I think it's around 40 to 45 to start. A first-class officer would be making about 80,000.
And how many years is that after you join?
Well, it all depends how fast you go through. I'm actually not qualified to answer that question. It's probably about 2 years before you get to the first-class officer.
That's about it. Thank you.
When it comes to university fairs, it's all, sorry for language, it's bullshit. The university people or personnel or whatever, they promote it as all networking environment. This isn't a networking environment because everyone has their own booths. They're not interested in making friends with you. You're just a student. We're better off looking or networking through our own connections we've made or just directly walking into a place, you know.
The guy at CSIS wasn't very informative. I don't know if he was trying to be secretive, but he wasn't answering my questions very well. I asked him for their 5-year program where we would go, because when you join, you have to do a 5-year course. So I asked him where it was, and he just told me it was at CSIS. I was trying to get the location. Again, he just said it was at CSIS, and then looked at me with a kind of a stupid look on his face. So I just said thank you and walked away.
What about other students? What do they think about the career fair, and what are they doing to get a job after graduation?
My name is Victor and I'm in hospitality and tourism management. Right now I'm looking for a job in the business sector, but so far I haven't found anything because the prospects aren't out there or the jobs aren't meaningful, like they don't provide much security, they're unstable. So what's the point of that when you can actually go do another education?
My name is Yasmin Nabavi. I'm in mechanical engineering, my last year. It's just any opportunity at this point because of the recession. There's not that many jobs. But once I finish in April, I will definitely look into online, I don't know, anything. I mean, I'll just Google it probably, whatever that comes up first.
My name's Ryan. The program I'm in is business management. I think it would be useful if they incorporate more banks, different branches of the business.
Let's hear what finance professor Lawrence Booth from the University of Toronto has to say about why retail companies tend to overpopulate career fairs.
Banks are still suffering the shocks from the financial crisis of the fall of 2008, and they're basically consolidating operations. So at this stage, they're not hiring at the level that they'd normally be hiring at because they're responsive to the business cycle the same as everybody else. It's better to spend a year off doing something that you can add to your CV rather than take a Mac job for a year and then say, well, look, I'm looking for a job at the Royal Bank and, oh, by the way, I worked at McDonald's for the last year. That doesn't do much for your resume, and it makes it very, very difficult to recover.
So after the career fair, the guy at Fastenal, he wasn't bad. He told me there's a position near my house, and that got me excited. And I told him about my experience, and then he seemed baffled. What I didn't know at the time, why he was baffled, because clearly I was overqualified for the position because I thought it's some type of actual like legit management work, but no. I went home, I went on www.fastenal.com and it's home hardware and they're hiring like, lead managers for a retail store, you know. I gave him my resume and like hopefully they don't call me back, you know. I'm going to send them where they belong.
Feeling a little lost? Talk to someone you trust and who you know can give you advice on what to do, like Imran's mom, for example.
Mom, I was wondering, Timoshnia, like, can you help me with like how to touch up my resume? Because like school's ending in 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, I can review it.
Okay, so.
But you have to emphasize what is your qualification. You have to show that you do have bachelor degree. You have to show all relative job positions which you had. Mm-hmm. And that's basically it.
Like what is it that you look for?
Yeah, first of all, I'm looking for spelling mistakes, grammar, how you introduce yourself, and of course your degree.
Okay.
And for those of you who don't have someone to talk to, check the Career Center. They have lots of services that can help you. They include editing your cover letter and resumes, mock interviews, and workshops. Now that you know where to get help and how to find jobs, here are some tips from the JobSpot's TV host, Char Laurel. Char is a video blogger from the Ryerson Career Center.
What up, guys? Welcome to the JobSpot TV. I'm Char, and I'm here to talk to you today about something that most of y'all suck at. Interviews. Interview. Take out your gun. Interviews. They can be scary, nerve-wracking. Some of us want to hide under a rock, and some of us love them. Needless to say, they are the make-or-break deal first impression we have with potential future employers. Some of you have no idea how to properly conduct yourself in an interview. This is what not to do. Do not stroll in dressed too casually or inappropriately. Do not chew gum, touch your face, touch your eyeballs, pick your nose. They are all signs of nervousness. And straight up, they're just bad manners. Avoid swearing and using slang words. Despite vulgarity becoming more of a norm in today's culture, be on the safe side and use vocabulary that's Webster approved.
My biggest weakness, yeah, I'm a procrastinator. Yeah.
If you said yes to doing any one of these things, the only thing I can do for you is shake my head in disapproval and then perhaps show you some compassion if you were truly oblivious to proper interview etiquette.
It feels like it's a waiting game. I mean, you sent out your resumes and then you just wait. But the 3 resumes I sent out, that's nothing compared to a couple of thousand jobs that are out here in Canada that are always looking for young, bright, moldable minds,
Like Imran, there are other students who have realized that getting a job after graduation is pretty much like playing chess. Even though you cannot foresee your opponent's upcoming moves, you can at least control yours.
Que sera, sera, whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera, what will be, will be. Que sera, sera.